So here are the test dates that we have. We have 5 upcoming end of course exams. And if you could see that English 1 is only for 9th grade. English 2 is only for 10th graders. Both of those tests will be taking place next week. One of them is on Tuesday, 4/27, 2021, which is the English 1 for 9th graders. The English 2 for 10th graders is on Thursday, 4/29 of 2021. Then we have the Algebra 1 test. The Algebra 1 test is not for all 9th graders. It's only for those 9th graders who did not take the Algebra 1 test in middle school, and they're taking it now as a 9th grader. That will be taking place in May 11th of 2021, and I believe that is a Tuesday as well. Yes, it is a Tuesday. And then we have the biology EOC. The biology EOC is for all 9th graders. That will be taking place on Wednesday, May 12th of 2021. And then we have the US History EOC. The US History EOC is for 11th graders. And this will be happening, that is the wrong date. It's not 5/7, it is 5/14. So it is a Friday, 5/14. So May 14th is the correct day. So let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to take this test. All administrations will be here at school online. So they are all online in-person test. All students are required to come to school to take the test. I understand that you read that TEA gave you the option to opt out, but really it's not opting out of taking the test. Students are going to be taking the test for graduation purposes. So if you opt out, you're basically opting out of taking it this year. So if a student that is a 9th grader who has to take Algebra 1, English 1, and biology, and they opt out to take it this year, they will have to take it next school year along with their English 2 test for their 10th grade year. So they would have to take 4 tests total. So we encourage everybody to come on campus and take this test. And later on in this presentation, I have pictures of how the testing rooms look like, so you get a better idea of what your child will be experiencing when they're here taking their test. Please do not forget to have your students bring their laptops on testing day. It is very important because students are taking the test online. So all testing will take place here at Eastwood, and we are following all CDC social distancing recommendations like we always been. So here's the first picture. If you could see, students are following the 6 feet guideline. Here's another view. And all students will be taking these tests in the gymnasium. So the gymnasium houses around 120 desks with the 6 feet guideline. Let's talk about cell phones and electronics on testing days. So it's very important for students not to have their cell phones on their bodies when they're testing. So we encourage students to have cell phones inside their backpacks if they're going to bring a backpack. The backpacks have to be placed in the back of the gym away from students. So in no time during testing, students should be allowed to go to their backpack to access their phones. Students are allowed to access their phone after testing is completely over. So even if they wanted to access their phone during lunch break, they cannot go into their phones. So violations are reported to the HISD student assessment. So please let your children know not to bring their cell phones on them and to put them in their backpacks and turn them completely off. So let's talk about the time limits for the STAAR. So the STAAR is usually a 4-hour exam, but we have 4-hour exam, but we have 2 tests that are 5 hours. So the English 1 and the English 2 are 5-hour exams. The Algebra 1, the biology, and the US history are 4-hour exams. Within that time, we do have lunch built in, so students are served lunch. Lunch is from 11:30 to 12. If your child wants to bring their lunch, their sack lunch, they can, and they just put it under their desk. However, we will serve lunch, and there will be sack lunches. They will not be hot lunches. And okay. So during testing, students are expected to work independently, remain seated during testing, leave all testing materials in the testing room so they can't take anything back with them, adhere to the time limits and not record any answers once the test is over, and not to discuss the test at any point in time. Ms. Varela, our other administrator, put together student resources. So these are some resources that students could access and practice, use for practice for the STAAR. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this, so that way they could start practicing for their STAAR. Now, keep in mind that the English 1 for 9th graders and the English 2 for 10th graders is taking place next week. So if you want them to access these resources, I advise that you take a picture of this.
Before you go to the next slide, Ms. Morales, I just wanted to make sure everybody here has received the notice on social media and in our Boxer bulletin for April that we are requiring all of our virtual students to drop off their laptops if you plan to test this year so that they can be re-imaged. And so I'm just going to drop into the chat the dates. But to say them again, they can start dropping off their laptops starting this Friday, April 23rd at 3 p.m. The reason we say 3 p.m. is because obviously your child will need the laptop during the day. But if you have another computer at home and you can bring it in the morning, great, because the quicker you bring it, the earlier you bring it, the sooner we will have that laptop ready. To re-image a laptop takes 45 minutes for each machine. And so what we have done here at Eastwood, this is our way of trying to be proactive, because other campuses that did online STAAR testing weeks ago at the beginning of the month, they had so many issues. Yes, there were statewide issues, but there were also campus-based issues because of when a child is off an HISD network for longer than a week or two, it's not getting regular updates. That, and a lot of our students are downloading proxies and VPNs. Yes, your child knows how to do this because they're at a cybersecurity campus. And you may not even realize that it's there, but it's there. And so anytime they do that, whenever we try to do the lockdown browser for TEA, it does not work. And so we don't have enough laptops to be able to have one for each child besides the ones that have already been administered. So to be proactive, we are re-imaging every single testing laptop. And so the sooner you can drop those off, the better. It doesn't have to be the child. It could be the parent, guardian, whomever, because all of the laptops are labeled with the name. And so we have staff here on Saturday all day to do the work, and then on Sunday as well. So we want to do a cutoff of drop off Saturday by noon so that it gives us all of Saturday and then the beginning of Sunday to get that done. And as soon as your child's laptop is ready, we will call home so that you can come get it. Of course, we're trying to get it done over the weekend because they need to be online on Monday for classes as well. So please, please, please make sure you write that down. Remember, otherwise your child will most likely not be able to test because the laptop will not work properly.
Parents, we need your help, and this is how we need your help. Teacher Appreciation Week is the first week of May, so May 3rd to May 7th. Ms. Lira.
Ms. Cruz, did you have a question?
Yeah, sorry, just real quick. So the students won't have homework then if they're getting their laptops re-imaged?
So what we've advised our teachers that this is happening, and that if there is anything that needs to be done in the virtual setting, that they will not have access to them. So if you have any issues with that, please let us know. But we have communicated this to our teachers as well. So if they do have an assignment that was maybe it's due over the weekend or something, but it was assigned, weeks ago or days ago, then that's an exception, right? Because they have some time to turn it in before the weekend. But if anything is assigned that is requiring them to do anything over the weekend, let us know.
Okay, appreciate that. Thank you.
So with this Teacher Appreciation Week, in the past, we have had a functioning PTO and they have been marvelous. However, there have been some very dire circumstances occur with our PTO leaders that were beyond their control. And so, of course, our teachers have worked above and beyond and through and upside down this school year to try to relearn their craft and their profession in the virtual setting. So we really want to show them some appreciation. Of course, as a school, we have purchased some gifts of appreciation for our teachers, and we're doing special things for them. But it has become an Eastwood tradition where our parents, specifically the PTO, has provided a luncheon on one of the days during Teacher Appreciation Week. So because we don't have a functioning PTO right now, we are kind of reaching out to you guys to see if there's anybody willing to, organize so that we can have a PTO like normal. And if we can't get that done by the end of the year, at the very least, if we could have a luncheon provided to them on one of these days during Teacher Appreciation Week. So if you're interested and available and willing to do that for us, even if it's something small, just dropping off cookies or whatever, just shoot me a text message or an email and I can get you guys organized around that. Okay, and now we will take any questions related to the STAAR exam and test dates. Are we just that good at presentation?
Yes, that good.
Okay. If any questions come up, guys, y'all know we're just a phone call, text message, email away. You can even, I believe that the chat will still be available for a few minutes after this call ends. So feel free to type them in and we'll respond. So we do have a question that came through. Do you know how many teachers total there are in the school? Yes, Andrea, we have 22 teachers and we have 30 staff members. So it's kind of how we usually plan when we feed our staff members.
I would, Miss Lita, this is
Yes.
Gabby, Michael's mom. I would be willing to help out for the Teacher Appreciation Week. If maybe three other parents from all the grade levels want to join me in setting something up, I can leave my phone number in the chat to call me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't have to be just four of us. It could be several of us, but it'd be ideal to have somebody representing from each grade level so that we can organize for the week. And maybe we could have more than just one day of supporting our teachers and showing them how much we appreciate all of you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms. Montes. If you could drop your number, if you're willing to share that in the chat, and then whoever reaches out to me, I can put them in contact with you as well. Ms. Gonzalez says she'll help as well. And then Miss, what's going fast? Miss Norma is asking, should students plan to bring their laptop charger for testing? Yes, please. We will have a few on hand, but we don't have enough for, say 10 or 15 students. So it would be helpful if they brought their charger, and we will have extension cords and power strips down on the floor as well. So please make sure they bring those. We do ask that they fully charge their laptops in preparation for the testing day, just to eliminate kind of, needing to share chargers and that kind of thing. All right. And so, yeah, we have about a total of 30 staff members total. So if you're planning to feed the whole staff or support the whole staff, that's the magic number there.
Guys, if you have my phone number there, this is Ms. Montes again. Y'all can just, if you want to just text me, and just let me, if you want to just text me and let me know how you want to help out, then I'll respond to you guys. Ms. Gonzalez says there was 2 asks, one for PTA and one for luncheon. I'd like to concentrate on the luncheon first, Ms. Gonzalez, and then we could talk about the PTA. moving forward. But for now, I mean, if we can just do this first, and then we can talk about what we could do for the PTA help out for next year.
Definitely.
For sure.
We definitely need the luncheon for May, and that's just 2 weeks from now. So that's a priority. But then, yes, we will need a PTO for next school year. And I know they have a bank account and everything like that, so we can have a separate meeting for those of you interested in PTO. That would be wonderful.
Okay, and here's just my number again. So please text me, and I'll get back to you guys. You know, either this evening or tomorrow, to see what we could set up.
Thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm. And just want to make sure that, so the kids that have homework this weekend, if they know they had to turn in something on Friday, they basically have to turn it in Friday before turning in their laptop, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But let's say, I want to know about teachers, if they're assigning something on Friday that's due Monday and you have to turn in a laptop over the weekend, I should know about that so that I can make sure they understand that's not going to happen.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Lita.
All righty. Okay. If there are no more questions about STAAR, I will stay on for about 2 minutes just in case there's anybody that's shy about it. But that concludes our meeting. It has been recorded, so as soon as I can get it downloaded, I will then get it uploaded to our YouTube channel for those that were not able to join or that joined late. So thank you all for joining us. We love and appreciate all of you guys. Have a good evening.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Charlize, did you have a question, love? Charlize, you there?